Yo, what's good, Mafia family? We back, baby. It's been a nice little minute. I've been seeing y'all comments, man. Y'all been wanting me to make an updated video. Should I say updated version of the tap strafe? I know Steam has a new controller layout. And y'all be like, yo, make an update video, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an update video. I'm gonna show you how to get to your settings for your tap strafe through this new layout, and I'm gonna show you a new config that I use currently for Apex, and I think it might change the game a little bit. So the process to set up your tap strafe is the same as far as like the WASD, picking the button you want to tap strafe with, but to get there, it's a little different as far as like the actual controller layout itself. So just to give y'all the basics of how to make sure everything is good, what you want to do first, you want to load into Apex. Just load it real quick. Want to load into Apex. If it would actually show up on my screen. There we go. Load in Apex. You want to see if you're using the left stick. Remember, you have to turn on auto sprint, and I'll show you how to use your variable zoom scopes if you are using the left stick. But also go to your mouse and keyboard section, put all of this stuff on default. So just come to this tab, restore to the default. It's only going to restore this tab to default. You don't have to worry about anything else. Boom. So Apex is done. You can exit out of Apex, and we're going to go back to the Steam page. Once you get back to the Steam page, top left hand corner, you're going to see Steam. Click that, go to hit settings. In this drop down box here, you're going to go to controller and go to general controller settings. Everything that I have clicked, you should have clicked. I think this stuff is clicked by default, but just make sure you don't have to focus the Steam button, but make sure PlayStation and Xbox is supported and checked. Once you have that, you can clear all this out. Now it's time to plug your controller in. So let's go ahead and do that. It might take a second or two for Steam to register it, depending on your USB or however you got your stuff set up. Once you plug it in, you see controller layout just appeared right there. Boom, click that. Now, for those who have never set up the tap strafe before, this is what you're going to be greeted with. This is what you've been using. So you can view the layout here. This is how it looks now. This is the standard setup for a controller player on Apex. Tap strafe time. So edit layout. Like I told you, the way to set it up is the same as far as like WASD. Just how to get there is a little different. So you hit that edit layout. You go here to this subsection, you hit joysticks, scroll down to the left joystick behavior, click this drop down box, go down and create a mode shift. Once you create a mode shift, it's going to give you a second set. Once you get here, follow the steps from the previous tutorials. You get here, you turn that into a D-pad, and then you just revert back to the knowledge I gave you in the past two videos. You WASD this. There's something different. They did something different with the turbo, so I'll just walk through this right now. You WASD this. Turbo is automatically set to max just by turning it on. But first, before we do that, once you WASD this, you actually have to go back into this where you see like it's the shade grade. You tap this, you hit this weapon cog right here, weapon cog, this wheel cog, and this is where you pick the button. So let's say you are using the left stick for example, right? Joystick click, put it on 8-way overlap and leave it at 4,000. If it's not at 4,000, put it there. So you can literally just type it in, and then you just gotta click done. Leave it at 4,000. That's a nice little sweet spot. You back out of this. Now, like I said, with the WASD, they did something with the turbo to where all you have to do is turn it on. You turn it on, it's already at max 100. Now I know y'all seeing this and thinking that 1,000 is max. Trust me, 1,000 is not maxed. It's 100. So leave it at 100, turn it on, settings, turn it on for all of these. Now, if you use variable zoom scopes, this is where that comes in handy. So you put the left stick click on L3. So you come down here to this under the mode shifting, you add command, and then you get to put it on keyboard, or you could put it left stick click, either way. So that's how you do that. And then you know you've done it right. Like I said, if you go in Apex, and the tap strafe works. So let's back out of that. I got the controller configuration on the right hand side of the screen so y'all can see it. Yeah, so left strafe, right strafe. You know what I'm saying? I haven't tap strafe with the left stick in mad long, so I'm a little rusty. But man, that's how you know you did it right. Now let's go back to the Apex tab, and I'm gonna show you what I've been using. I mean the Steam tab, I'm sorry. Now you know PC players despise. PC players do not like controller players at all. I don't know what we did to them, but they don't like us. They really gonna hate me for this one. So we already got the tap strafe set up, so now I'm about to go to my layout. This is what I've been using for Apex, and I am enjoying it. I'm gonna show you how the variables on scopes real quick since we're already here. I'm gonna set it up again and just show you how to do it. So like I said, you come out here to the joystick mode, you left stick click. I'm gonna just put it on left shift because that's how you zoom in with the keyboard, right? Now let's go grab a gun. So what that does is that allows you to ADS, but I can still tap strafe with the left stick. See? Still able to tap strafe with the left stick, but that click and still use the zoom. All right. Now that we got that out the way, let me show y'all what I've been using. Let's go to my layouts. Also, this layout is actually up already on Steam. So I use A to tap strafe, so it's already there. This is the regular one. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. I probably might just delete this one, but this is the one you want to use. I use that one. So layout, boom. So this is what it's gonna look like. You edit the layout now. This is what my stuff looks like. A button is to jump, and then I also have it with the space key. Now what this does is this allows me to jump while I loot, meaning I'm in a death box. I can, every time I pick something up, whether it be ammo, grenades, meds, hit, whatever, armor swapping, I'll jump automatically. And to set this up, you go here, hit this weapon, hit this wheel cog, add an extra command, and then you'll get this drop down box on the button. You literally just click this, put it in the space bar. Now you can do this no matter what tap strafe button you use, because you're automatically gonna hit X to loot anyway. So you can actually put this in your jump every time you loot. The reason why I have this on 3 is because I swap my weapons with my thumbsticks. So 3 on keyboard actually allows you to insta holster. So that's why I have it on 3. What else? Oh, quick heals. So on mouse and keyboard, 5 through 9. I'll show you why 9 isn't up here in a second. 5 through 9 are quick hotkeys for heals. So 5 is for the syringes, 8 is for your bats, 6 is for your med kits, and 7 is for your cells. So those are my hotkeys. You might be wondering how you throw grenades. I'll show you that as well. So this is what I do when I need to pop a certain heal. And I don't have to worry about bringing up the wheel cog, anything like that. I'll show that later in on the video as well. Triggers. I've done nothing to my triggers. Now I do have something called a chord press, and if you've played like Rogue, excuse me, if you play like Rogue or PUBG, you know what that is. It's basically allowing you to put 2 button configurations together and make them do something. So like L1 in triangle or L2 in squared acts as an input for something else in game. For example, this right here. So I turned, remember I said I got, so basically what this does is, this is how I swap my weapons. So my left stick click is for my weapon 1 slot, whatever weapon is in the 1st slot. And then my right stick is for whatever weapon is in the 2 slot. So let's say for instance, I'm running around with a R9 and a wingman. On a regular controller, let's say for instance, I crack somebody with the R9, I holster it, then I run them down and I want to swap to the wingman. In order for me to do that on a regular controller, I have to take the R9 out first, swap to the wingman, then shoot. Maybe not a big deal when you've been playing this game as long as I have, 3-4 years in, but them little milliseconds matter. So what this does is I can swing with the R9, crack somebody. If I have to chase them, I insta holster with triangle. Then I don't have to worry about taking the R9 out. I can just literally, as soon as I get where I need to be, swing with the wingman by clicking whatever button or whatever slot the wingman is in. That's what that is. I'll show that in the firing range as well. We're just walking through all the stuff and then we're gonna go back to the range and pull it all together. Right? Now this button cord, this allows me, so my left trigger and my left stick are a corded button, meaning that when I hold down my trigger, hold down my left trigger, it no longer activates the weapon swap, which is fine because I'm probably going to be shooting anyway. And all I got to do is let go of the left trigger to swap my weapons. So basically how to set this up is go here, you add an extra command, and you make it the same left click. Then you go into here, drop down box and turn it to a button cord. When you do that, you then turn the click into what button you want to combine it to, which is the G key. Then you go back into the settings and pick what you want the other button to be. So I chose partial pull on my left trigger. So when I slightly pull down on that left trigger, it activates this cord, and now I can hit my left stick in, push it in, it'll take out a grenade. All right, make sure, and also you already know I tap strafe with my A button. My overlap region should definitely be on 4,000. Actually no, I'm gonna leave it the way it was. I don't know why it's up there, but I think Steam just tweaking out. I'll put it back on 4,000 before the video over. Boom. Now remember when I told y'all about the D-pad? I didn't see 9 up here. This is where I get into reloading on down teammates with a knockdown shield up. Normally, yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos where they're like, oh yeah, to reload on your teammates, all you gotta do is jump and reload, or you gotta burn the clip into their knockdown shield. No, I don't do that. So if you're not aware, if you're using a PlayStation controller from the P4 and up, or any newer PlayStation controller from a third-party company, AIM, Scuff, Battle Beaver, etc., there's a touchpad. You can split the touchpad into 2 buttons and make them do different things. So my right trackpad button is 9 on the keyboard, and in Apex results to the Phoenix kit. That's how I pop my Phoenix kits. And then the R key by default on mouse and key is your reload button. That's it. You know, on keyboard, every button has a function. Every button does something else. There's no, you can use macro to combine stuff, but every single keyboard function has to do something. So R is to reload, so I put that on my left trackpad. Now, that's a lot to take in, but let's go into Apex. Let's implement that. I'm telling y'all, this is a nice little config. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're in the range, right? Like I said, I got the controller configuration on the right side of the screen so y'all can follow along. If you can, feel free to pause the video if you need to, do whatever you guys to do. I've also seen people say they can't wall bounce with the A tap. I wall bounce perfectly fine. It takes a little bit of practice, but you can. It's definitely possible. I use A to tap strafe, as you can see. So I don't know why y'all can't tap strafe with the A button, but whatever. I mean, wall bounce. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's start with weapon swaps. So like I said, let's say I had a car, right? Notice how the car is in my weapon 2 slot. Let's use my keyboard. See, the car is in my weapon 2 slot. The flatline is in my weapon 1 slot, right? Like I said, my left stick counts as my 1 slot. My right stick counts as my 2 slot. So like I said, if I'm hitting somebody with the flatline, right, and they run, I no longer have to take out the flatline first and swap. I can literally just quick holster with triangle, run them down, hit that right stick, take out the car. So now it doesn't matter which weapon I holster. I can just take out whatever I want. Flatline, boom, car, easy. We can do it with any weapon we want. Let's go grab a R9 or something. Let's go grab a R9 and a wingman. That's the PC special right there. So boom. Let's grab a bunch of stuff. Alright, boom. So look, burn them down with the, well, that didn't work. Burn them down with the wingman. Boom. One bullet left in the wingman. I want to swing with the R9 though. Take out the R9. Notice how I holstered the wingman but brought out the R9, and vice versa. I can fry him with the R9, pocket it, swing with the wingman. And you see in the gamepad viewer, they don't have the technology to split up the gamepad yet. So you're gonna see the gamepad light up on the right hand side. You're gonna see it light up as a whole, but I'm actually pressing one side. So pay attention to the controller configuration. So I shoot with the wingman. I can still reload with square. I can still interact with square, as you can see, right? But let's say I'm on a down teammate or a door. Shield up, they shield up, boom, boom, boom. I didn't want to do this. Oh my God. So, well, since we're in the same ballpark, I'm gonna show you how to hold grenades. So, like I said, remember that hotkey? When I hit L2 and I hit the left stick, grenade pops out. So if I'm shooting at somebody and I want to quick swap to a grenade, that's how I do it. Again, look at the configuration for help. L2, notice how that's lit up. Left stick, this is the weapon wheel, or I can just do my nades. Now let's say I get hit by an arc star real quick, right? Arc star's not gonna take that much damage on the first hit, even the direct hit, frag, right? The shields, the cell is on. Let's see what I got. The cell is on, but I don't have to pop the cell. I don't have to bring up the window. None of that. So this is where my hotkeys come in. Like I said, my up on the D-pad is my bats, down is my med kits, left is my syringes, right is my cells. Let's say for instance I get hit bad, I queue out like all Wraiths do. You know what I'm saying? I escape, and this is the door. So I get to the door, close it, boom. I can reload on that door with the touchpad. I don't have to worry about opening it. And now I can either hit up, I can pop a bat, I can pop a med kit, I can pop a syringe if I wanted to, or I can pop a cell. Notice how I didn't have to bring up the heal wheel to do any of that. And also behind that door, for example, if I needed to pop a med kit, we hit that right trackpad. I mean a Phoenix kit comes out. You know what I'm saying? So in game, after I upload this video, I'm gonna go record some gameplay for y'all to show y'all how it looks. I already know how it looks. I just didn't record in the gameplay. But I'm gonna show y'all how effective this can be in game. And as you can see, I could wall bounce no problem with this configuration. This is the A tap. I use my config within the A tap. So if you wanna use this configuration within your tap strafe button, you will have to kind of work around it and play with it and figure out what works best for you. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty much the video. We already hit 20 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all. This is the update video. I don't want to hear nobody else saying that they don't know what to do. I gave you a vivid explanation at the beginning of the video of how to do everything to the T. Just follow this video. If it don't work, you missed a step. Sorry, not sorry. In the future, y'all know who Kannaloupe is. It's my ashy brother, man. Love that dude. We gonna be doing some tap strafe content in the future, as far as like in-game scenarios, how to use tap strafe to your advantage, how to escape, how to actually be aggressive. You could aggressively tap strafe swing somebody a lot in this game. You could swing into a wall bounce and then tap strafe backwards. It's a lot of stuff you could do. So I'm gonna drop his YouTube and his Twitch below. I'm gonna go check my brother out, man. We're gonna be doing some Apex content together in the future, just so stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all share this video and let me know what y'all got for Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, people who celebrate and don't celebrate. If you got an Axe body spray kit with the deodorant and all that, hey, let me know, man. Whatever. And if you didn't get nothing for Christmas, you will get it for tax time. Y'all know how that work. So appreciate y'all, man. We out of here. Peace.